is our next match. Australia runners-up in London to Canada. Great Britain finished 4th. So these are a couple of well-credentialed teams that expect to be in the competition at the pointy end of the tournament. And so it is with Great Britain and Australia. Australia to the left of your screens, Great Britain off to the right. Pretty good crowd building at Rio Olympic Arena, which is right now hosting some top-class wheelchair basketball. It's known to gymnastics, trampolining, rhythmic. Australians being introduced now. Australia still with the core of a high-quality team of recent years, but are they as good as they have been? That's the question being asked, having finished 3rd in their group. A surprise loss to Spain by 11 points. There's Choudhry there. Simon Brown, Kyle Marsh. Brown and Terry Bywater, the co-captains of the team. Simon Munn. JAMA. Phil Pratt, number 11, high scorer for them. Just under 9 points per game. And SAGAR just over 14. OROGBEMI there. OROGBEMI, key player, 2.5 classification. So the Australians haven't shown exemplary form in this competition, and Great Britain probably feeling they're more of a chance now than they might have felt before the Paralympics started.
Just rock with us, just rock.
So the formalities out of the way. Exchange of pins. And we'll have action in a couple of minutes from now in the quarter-final between Great Britain and starting fives for Great Britain. Terry Bywater. Abdi JAMA, Phil Pratt, Ian SAGAR and Adi OROGBEMI. There is the full squad. Banya, the coach, is a little nervous and twitchy. Might as well be, because this is a sudden death game effectively. It's a quarter-final. The Australian starting five out of that. It's Bill Latham, Shawn Norris, Tristan Knowles, Jannik BLAIR and Matthew McShane. And Ben Ettridge is the coach. Trying to get this team through to the last four. Great Britain with a slight edge over Australia in a couple of key statistics through the group stages. Got a better free throw percentage and a better field goal percentage. Just recapping the starting five there for you for Great Britain. They do have more steals. Phil Pratt, a bit of a master in that department. Starting five for Australia. Tristan Knowles, scoring around 21 points per game, is got the highest average points per game of anyone in the two teams. The other man in double figures for the Australians is Shawn Norris. So Great Britain went down 48-65 to the United States, who are probably favourites for the tournament now. The Australians also won 4 and lost 1. 64-75 they lost to Spain. Just eked out a 2-point win over Turkey. So Australia third in Group A behind Spain and Turkey. The USA topped Great Britain's Group B. Brazil was third, GB finishing second. Far away from a start then. Officials look happy. They've just got their own little team, haven't they, with the scorers and technical officials. Start on the tires, Jaime Osaguera. Hope for a good, clean and perhaps high-scoring contest. Great Britain Superman present. At least he's got accreditation. That's good to see. Could always make a quick escape if needed. So no, he's all good. And we're all good to go in the quarter-final. The Rollers, as the Australian men's wheelchair basketball team is affectionately known. The women's team, the Gliders, although they're not here, are surprisingly missing out on qualification, having medalled in London, so that was a significant surprise and fall from grace, if you will. Australians do play a physical style of wheelchair basketball. They'll be looking to keep themselves out of foul trouble. Ready for the tip-off. SAGAR against Latham. SAGAR, Bill Latham. And we're underway in the quarter-final, Australia and Great Britain. The Australians come up with first possession. 10-minute quarters. See who can settle into some kind of scoring rhythm. Try to work one off the glass, but the rebound comfortably taken. Great Britain work it down the court for the first time. And a comfortable shot taken by SAGAR. And they're on the board. No pressure up the court from GB. As the Aussies work it down once more. Second trip. player on the deck, trying to get the shot away. It was Tristan Knowles. And now the Australians can have the full complement of 5 up on the wheels. So a couple of misses first up for the Australians, whose field percentage hasn't been super special in the tournament so far. It's at 49% compared to Great Britain's 53%. Bit more time for the shot on that occasion for Tristan Knowles, and levels it up at 2 apiece. Early moments in this quarter-final. BYWATER brings it up over halfway for GB. BYWATER takes the long shot, and the rebound quickly. The outlet pass finds Knowles. Knowles just getting around the traffic. There's a lot of collision happening in the key. Norris involved in the action, gets himself up. Blair to take it. Favoured by the rebound, Australia. Not that time though. Gathered in by BYWATER. OROGBEMI. Have to. 2.5 gone. Couple each. A bit of wayward shooting from both teams early on. Reaching in, OROGBEMI. So personal foul against number 15 for GB. Shane. Going once more, Australia, as Norris works it to the elbow. 2 on him. 3-point attempt. And hands in looking for the rebound was Knowles. GB with a 4-on-4. And the shot's good for Abdi JAMA. Knowles through traffic. Shot from wide from Shawn Norris. BYWATER foul. 2 free throws to the Australians. Norris go to the line. Free throw percentage. Australia just 62%. 63 for Great Britain. Norris at 60% from the line. 1 from 2 to start today, though. Expressed the wish for a high-scoring game. It's not happening yet. The shooting has been a bit average. And the rebound taken by Norris. After the attempt from OROGBEMI. Oh, that one doesn't quite go. Brad Ness in the game, the big number 15 and captain for Australia. Time to make a few subs. Simon Brown's on. Brett STIBNERS for Australia. And we've got Ness at the line. Shooting about 67%. Nothing but net with his first. Calmly done. Underway then. Shot. The pass in is fumbled and will be Australian ball. Ian Sagar under pressure, slipped through his fingers. Gear issue there for Knowles. Something not right. But we'll carry on. Trying to work it out of the backcourt without too many issues. Knowles. Shot off the rim. Fairly comfortable rebound for Great Britain as Sagar took it down. On the pass. And it was deflected off an Australian hand, so this will be a Great Britain ball from the side. BYWATER to come over and take it. Pratt, to this point, kept fairly quiet, no points. Certainly a man that the Australian defence will have their eyes on. It should be a foul against Tige Simmons. Draws the foul. It was against Simmons. Pratt has it now. Rebound taken in by Tristan Knowles. So a tumble in back play. And Tige Simmons back upright. STIBNERS. Lost to Knowles. Good D from BYWATER. Another shot off the rim. They're really struggling with their shooting at the moment. Ooh, get the shot away, and they'll be going to the line. Ian Sagar. Sagar under heaps of pressure there. Bill Latham gives up the foul. The free throw awarded to turn it into a three-point play. Pardon? Still there. And 7-4. Knowles. Knowles, one-on-one to work with. No, just wheels it away from Bywater. Wasn't ready to take the shot. Not going to rush it. In a little bit of trouble early, Australia, with some poor shooting. And a 3-point lead to Great Britain. And a nice little steal there from Pratt. Pratt takes the shot, trying to do it all himself. Gathered in by Knowles. 4 minutes left, first quarter. Not much to show for their efforts, really. At least on the scoreboard. Knowles wheeling around, looking for an available pair of hands, forced to take the shot, and it's a good one. 2 points, he was right on the perimeter. Fouls by OROGBEMI. So Latham checking out. There we go. Spare tyre time. Do it all myself. There we go. That's how it's done. I don't think it was that easy on a car. So Norris is back in for Australia, placing Latham. Matt McShane. Plenty of time for the shot, but NESS takes the uncontested rebound, really. Oh, it's a bit ambitious. Kept in. Oh, great scrambling from the Australians. NESS was looking for the open man, put him under some pressure. Oh, what a basket. That's a real lifter. They're in all sorts of bother with that possession, and Shawn Norris finishes it off and draws some of the Aussie crowd to their feet, and they take the lead. Choudhry can't return the favour. Good navigation skills from Norris. Now he's checked just outside 3-point line. Looks to be a foul against Great Britain. See what's happening in the key here. So Choudhry. Might actually be Brown attributed to that foul. That's H. Brown. He's in Harry. There's also Terry, Simon Brown. And the Australians suddenly out to a 4-point lead. With Norris getting the latest goal for Australia. And then OROGBEMI gets a couple back for GB. So the scoring is suddenly freed up a little as NESS looks for some company. NESS take it all the way in himself, and from close range the captain does the job. Just under 2 minutes left in the first. Norris with 5 points and Knowles with 4 for Australia. NESS with 4 also. For Great Britain, a couple of points for OROGBEMI. Also for Harry Brown, and 5 for Possession stays with GB. Choudhry does well to get rid of it. He was looking for a white singlet and only found the opposition in the shape of Norris. Ness, quick pass. Knowles denied. Sort of feisty, fast-running game the Australians like to play, and has been missing for significant sections of the tournament. Is just back spasmodically late in this first quarter as they take a break at Australia leading 13 points to 9. Field goal percentage for Great Britain at 33. For Australia, same. There's Norris completing that great work on the retrieval, and the ball seemed destined for the crowd. Real stuttering start to the match really by both teams. Now it's just starting to find its rhythm. Ness. SAGAR did enough to make him dish off rather than take the shot. Ness now. BYWATER takes the rebound. BYWATER gets a clean shot away. And this was in the nice position for the rebound. Knowles gives it off to Norris. Norris a bit stuck. The shot's good though this time. Knowles. He's got 6 points now. A little bit of a worrying lead as far as Great Britain's concerned. They were able to put Australia off through the first few minutes. Shooting was poor, their execution not great. The shot from handy position for BYWATER. The assist to JAMA. And the last gasp shot hits the backboard. So there we have it. 15-11 first quarter. Australia trailed early as they had a cold hand over the ball through the first few minutes. But they've come good, and they've got a 4-point lead at quarter time. Now the field goal percentage a little bit average on both sides. 2 from 4 at the free throw line, Australia. Converted 1 3-point attempt. Some of the action out of the first 10 minutes. BYWATER, JAMA and PRATT playing most of the first quarter, over 7 minutes, and SAGAR and OROGBEMI on the court for the full complement. A bit of wheeling and positioning going on as we get set for the second quarter of this quarter-final between Great Britain and Australia. sometimes happens. The players are a lot more ready than the clock is. Anyway, Choudhry with a restart. Australian defence fairly well organised for this first play. And they force the turnover. Knowles credited with the steal. NESS needed all his height there. Oh, well, looked like the referee changed his mind there about whose possession it would be, but it was a clean turnover. It's given us a ball handling error against NESS. Seems a bit mean. No pressure over the shot. And there's a handy couple of points outside the paint from Marsh. Kyle Marsh with his opening points. NESS a bit trapped. Finds a free man. And NESS follows up to get the rebound, reaches up over Choudhry. Three-point attempt from Knowles was missed. NESS takes the offensive board. And 17-13. Choudhry. Off the glass and it rims out. Not much luck there for Kyle Marsh. Looked a good shot. Norris sets off again. Have to bounce the ball every couple of pushes. Avoid a travelling violation. That shot had a good look. Nicely rebounded that time by Choudhry. Foul goes against Knowles. Latham's into the game. Simon Brown. He gets us going once more. Lead is 4, as it was at quarter time. Both teams have just picked up a couple of points since then. Choudhry shown a little bit of avenue towards the basket and won't go. Rebound taken by Blair. No, basket waved away. Crowd wanted it. Foul was quite early compared to the shot. Take your pick about when he was fouled. There were hands all over him. Knowles. Just wheeling away from the challenge was Shawn Norris. He's now got 7 points. They really do rely on him a lot, the Rollers. Shot well short. He'll say that was a pass. And maybe Choudhry should have done a little bit better there, but he's taken to the floor. Just secures himself back in the chair how he needs to be. And Choudhry, the foul goes against him. So insult to injury. Not that he was injured, but you get my point. He was almost thrown out of his chair. Australia by 6, 3 minutes gone, second quarter. Seem to have recovered from their indifferent start, but there'll be more changes in momentum to this match, you can be sure. Great Britain with a real chance here upsetting their arch rivals in all sorts of sport. Cricket, rugby, and today, wheelchair basketball. SAGAR. He's now got 7 points. Lead trimmed to 4. As LATHAM looks it up the court initially. Norris looks for support and finds it. STIBNERS gets his first couple of points. So they're getting quite a few contributors now, Australia. Back out to 6, the lead. Great Britain will be very anxious, step up the defence, make sure the lead doesn't get any further away from them. Oh, great shot. Pratt. Inside the paint. Oh, the long bomb, that's a 3. Shawn Norris up to 10 points now. Well, neither team could buy a point through the first few minutes. Now it's a little easier. Norris, he's 2 from 3 with his 3-pointers, so that would be a nice percentage to keep across the game. It won't happen, but he's at 67% at the moment from outside. Oh! He's just trying to roll that one gently in and didn't quite give it enough juice. Oh, and he gets the 2 there. So Pratt, 4 points. And I think he's off to the line because LATHAM. There's the foul. He had the free throw awarded. So GB, in a different fashion, reply to Australia's 3 of their own. Norris given some protection. He finds himself all the way to the basket. He's got hard work to do there, though, as the arms go up. And a couple of guys taller in the chair than he is. Pratt pulls up. Choudhry, almost not expecting that one, or at least the pass went over his shoulder, but the work is finished well. Marsh with points 3 and 4. And Great Britain have got it back to 2. And turnover. Great Britain doing some really good work in the last couple of minutes. The lead was out to 6. LATHAM. Clean contact on the ball from Choudhry. And Marsh insisting he didn't touch the ball. He might have touched his opponent's hand. Anyway, I think that's 9/10 a clean turnover, so we'll give it absolutely. So looking for a couple of stops here, prevent Great Britain from scoring and convert themselves. That's the way to build the lead. Simple instructions from the coach. It's one of those things that's always easier to say than do. But a very positive message coming from Ben Ettridge. See if the players can deliver on it. Great Britain actually leading this quarter 11 points to 9. They were down by 4, back to 2. Down by as many as 6. Pratt. Double teamed there. So no foul on that. See how precise the passing must be in this game at this level. Another couple of points for Great Britain, and SAGAR has 9. The Australian scoring machine has just stopped. You like Norris's shoes? They're pretty bright, aren't they? Norris quickly into double figures scoring. Josh Allison into the game. Well, it's like a drought in the outback, scoring for Australians at the moment. Just haven't got it happening. Five on the shot clock. Oh, swish, if you don't mind. That's the way to break the drought. STIBNERS makes the 3. And there's a third foul from Choudhry. Got himself in a little bit of bother in that department. That's not a dislocation. Put the finger back in. It's no fun. I've only done it the once, but there's no joy in it, I can tell you. Don't let anyone try and convince you this is a non-contact game. You can see it's not. Ball rims out. I just feel a little for the player when that happens. Choudhry. A bit of pressure on the shot here, down to 7 seconds. Choudhry pulls the trigger. Nearly made a mess of the rebound, Australia, but instead they're breaking out quite quickly now. Got a 3-on-3. Defensive troops arrive for GB. 2.5 left in the second. Once again, the ball has a couple of looks and stays out. STIBNERS with the attempt. Choudhry just lost the handle there for a moment. Swings it across to Pratt. Foul on Russell here. Shawn Russell, first personal foul for him. Time for another chat. 57-24. The quarter going the way of GB at the moment, 13 points to 12. SAGAR still leads scorers on the GB side of the ledger with 9. Australia, it's Norris with 10, Knowles with 6, STIBNERS 5, NESS 6. Pratt's got 5 for GB and 4 for Marsh, along with that 9 I mentioned of SAGAR. Not seeing the three-pointers go. Australia's actually 3 from 7. Not afraid to have a crack from downtown. A couple of minutes left before half-time. Wow, this is a useful little pick-up from Sagar. Gets the 2 points. Blair is attributed with the foul. See if they can pick up the bonus. It's to draw level. Hardly troubled the net, that one. Sweetly through. Good tight game, just how you want it in a quarter-final. Aussies pick up a good couple of points with Blair getting his first 2 of the game. Jannik Blair. Choudhry with the ball behind his back to protect it, does a good job. Finds the open man, and 29 all. Marsh with 6 points for GB. Knowles. Inside the last minute. Shot clock down to 8. Hits the rim a bit hard. Knowles with the miss. Rebound for Pratt. Choudhry dishes off. Pratt gets it back and it won't go. Oh, good tip. Well, they missed 2 from shootable range. And the Aussies will try and make what might be their last possession. They can turn it into a couple of 3 points. Seven on the shot clock. That one had to go, and it did. Russell gets his first points. Shawn Russell. 2 seconds, get the shot away, like that. Oh, nearly banked it off the glass, not quite. So, really good second quarter. The game's opened up nicely. Some fine play by both teams. We'll give Great Britain the quarter by 18-16. And Australia leads it 31-29, half-time in the quarter-final. Players take the long break. Let's have a quick look through the stats, and the shooting percentage has lifted appreciably, 42 and 41%. Some good three-point field shooting from the Australians, 3 from 7. GB though, a bit better at the line, 3 from 3 there. A few steals, rebounds, not much in that. 6 points from turnovers from Great Britain, and a little more productive in that area. So 31-29 Australia, absolutely wide open quarter-final here at the Rio Olympic Arena. Hope you're enjoying it. Second half not far away in this men's quarter-final between Great Britain and Australia. Wheelchair basketball at its finest. Good, tight opening half. 31-29 Australia. They've enjoyed a bigger lead than that at times after making, I think it's fair to say, was a stuttering start to the game. And then the match settled into its more natural rhythm. Had some fine play from both teams. No one's really in foul trouble except perhaps Gaz Choudhry for Great Britain, who's picked up 3 fouls. But otherwise, it's been a fairly cleanly conducted game, I think. It's fair to say. Away we go, second half. Place in the semi-finals awaits the winner of this one. That'll be an early foul against in SAGAR. That's his second. Yeah, brings it in. Oh, shot. Well, the pass was badly directed from Norris. Pretty good turnover here for Great Britain to make the most of, and last gasp foul from Blair was a bad one on Bywater. This could be Great Britain taking the lead here if he goes to the line, which he does. So Blair, that's actually his 3rd foul. Up go the GB fans. There'll always be some friendly banter between the supporters when these two teams come together. And this for the lead. Never looked like missing. Beautifully taken. Trying to trap Bywater in the key there, but he's escaped. Norris. Norris gives it back to Norris. The shot won't go. Bywater takes another rebound. That'll be his 4th defensive rebound. Oh, sweet shot this time from Abdi JAMA. GB by 3, and I don't know if it's too early to call a timeout, but these are worrying moments for the Australian coach, Ben Ettridge. Gone from 2 up to 3 down in 90 seconds. That's a bit better. Knowles. First points of the second half for Australia. Beautiful pass. Not wasted either. Another couple for Pratt. He's up to 7 points now. One player out of action for the Aussies. Oh, well kept in. The miss was from Knowles. Give the defensive rebound to Bywater. Pratt looking for a mismatch. Thinks he's got one. And Great Britain out by 5. Real change coming over this match in the early minutes of the 3rd quarter. Down is McShane. Time to change it up a bit. Some new personnel perhaps. As NESS comes in for LATHAM. There's the big man and captain of the Australian side. Just won't go at the moment. Bywater, yet another rebound. That's his 6th defensive board. It's proving a handful all areas of the court. Pratt, short, hard off the rim. Long outlet pass. Pretty straightforward for Knowles. And he's into double figures, 10 points now for Tristan Knowles. Whoa, shot from outside, that's a 3. And Bywater is doing it all at the moment. Very strong. Both ends. Taken 6 rebounds. And he's got 8 points. A bit much on the pass. Off Australian hands. Turnover. And Great Britain with a chance to add to their 6-point lead as STIBNERS comes in. Knowles takes a break. And perhaps the coach wasn't too pleased with that pass. It came out of the hands of Knowles and created the turnover. Great Britain certainly finding their game rhythm earlier than Australia in this 3rd quarter. 41-35. Mining it was 31-29. Australia at half time. SAGAR. Rims around and drops. And he's pumped at the moment as Great Britain go out by 8. It's all happening here at the start of the 3rd. Aussie's in trouble. Stepping up the defensive effort as well, Great Britain. That's a little bit of a settler. There's Blair. That's his 2nd field goal. Great Britain moving the ball around very nicely. Won't go for Bywater this time. So the Australians need a couple of stops and a couple of conversions. He's finding this resolute British defence hard to crack at the moment. Work one off the glass, he does. Shawn Norris. A dozen points for him now. Will be working hard on another stop. Oh, there's a foul against NESS. Wasn't too subtle either. He didn't have to appeal too hard, Terry Bywater. I think we could all see what's going on there. Taking the opportunity to have a chat to his team. Unsportsmanlike foul, it is indeed. 2 free throws awarded. Gets the 2nd. Bywater rejoins the fray. So of course they get possession back on top of the 2 free throws after that brand of foul. We get another 2 points here. And the Australians finally get their hands on the ball. GB leading the quarter 15-8. It's Australian possession. SAGAR saying, how? Why? It can't be right. Players always feel that way. Hearts are pumping. They've got a lot invested in the outcome. They want everything to go their way. Was ever thus. The Aussies just clawing their way back into this third quarter, which they started very sluggishly indeed. OROGBEMI brings it up the court for Great Britain. Oh, good ball in. Bywater doesn't miss too many from there. He's under all sorts of pressure. NESS pleading his case. So NESS, it's second foul. SAGAR with the 14 points, playing very nicely. He, Pratt, Bywater, real stars of this Great Britain team. Aussies in a bit of bother here. Shawn Russell, STIBNERS. STIBNERS trying to get his hands on it without fouling, but not this time. So STIBNERS the foul. A couple of free throws coming the way of SAGAR this time. SAGAR. It's his first miss at the line. He was 2 from 2. Australia a bit fortunate that he missed both there. Got the numbers here, Australia, unless they make a mess of it. Well, he got some of the hand, didn't he? SAGAR. STIBNERS draws the foul. So, third foul against SAGAR. SAGAR is probably closer, I'm sorry. STIBNERS to the line. See how Australians go here. First visit to the line for STIBNERS. A 50% return. Australia's 2 from 6 at the charity stripe. They need to do better than that in a tight game. Given the defensive rebound to STIBNERS. 5 upright players again. Shot clock inside 7 seconds. He wants to take a shot. 4 left. And STIBNERS fouled again. Might go against Simon Brown this time. Indeed it does. So it seems like only moments ago that STIBNERS was at the line. It's because he was. So they've got the deficit back to 1. After Great Britain enjoying a lead of half a dozen at one point. So a break called in proceedings. Chance for coaches to address the troops. A bit of an ugly trend happened here for Great Britain after they started the quarter so brightly. They were all over Australia in the first 3-4 minutes. Knowles wheeling and dealing, finding the basket. There's the ubiquitous boxing kangaroo. If you don't know its history, it was really emerged into the Australian sporting landscape in the early 80s around the America's Cup sailing campaign of 1983. And for good or bad, better or worse, it's been with us ever since. GB with possession, 44-43. Aren't we setting it up for a great last quarter? As they extend the lead to 3. And the Australians reply immediately through Tristan Knowles. Thought about it, comes in a little closer, does Phil Pratt. So Pratt to the line. Got all the skills, Pratt. Dozen points for him now. Make that 13. So back out to a 3-point lead. 90 seconds left in the third. British fans asking for better defence. Not an over and back violation, was knocked out of his hands by the defence. And under shot clock pressure, the Australians come up with the miss. Choudhry pretty much at the free throw line. Drains it, and back out by 5. They've really steadied nicely here, Great Britain. The Australians made a good run at them. And a bit flat, not a good arc on that shot. Choudhry. Great Britain with a chance to get away a late shot and maybe keep some pressure on Australia not to score. They could move it out to 7 here. A few seconds left on the shot clock. Have to be quick to get the shot away. Drawn. There's next to nothing on the clock. One thrown up in hope. And a great third quarter for Great Britain. They won that quarter 23-14, so they've actually won both the second and third quarters, and they deserve their 52-45 lead. And the Australians in plenty of trouble going to the fourth. Stats just looking better and better for Great Britain. Their shooting percentage is up to 47%. Some of this action out of the third. OROGBEMI scoring. Australians have had a lot of trouble with that man Pratt. Australia's field goal percentage at 41. It's sort of respectable, but below their tournament average. 49, and Great Britain's shooting across the tournament 53%. They're below that as well, but they're better than the Australians and closer to that. They're 47% and 52-45. It's going to take a big effort from Australia to get back into this one. Ten minutes left in the Paralympic competition for one of these two teams. Unless, of course, we go to overtime. Nice setup on the shot for Great Britain. It all went smoothly until... Ooh-wee, that's an interesting foul on Tristan Knowles. Gets up uninjured though, as he tumbles to the floor. Cut off at the pass by Phil Pratt. It's only his first personal though. Oh, nice negotiation of the wheelchair there by Norris. 6 seconds on the shot clock, got the shot away. Pratt comes in to take the rebound. Collision of chairs, and they both get up quickly. Foul goes against Knowles, second for him. Fans of Australian team, the Rollers, will be starting to wonder where the comeback's going to come from. The large parts of this match they've been outplayed. They've had trouble creating open shooting opportunities. SAGAR up to 18 points now. Give a big tick to the British defensive effort here. The Australians getting more and more frustrated. 9 is the lead. They're getting themselves under all sorts of pressure with the shot clock. Now, shot comes away and won't go. So there is the story. Oh, solid foul. STIBNERS on Pratt. He's all right. Doing him for pace and manoeuvrability, wasn't he? His great skills in the chair. And this is an unsportsmanlike foul. A couple of free throws coming and possession for GB. So the discipline is going and the match is slipping away from the Australians. Still 8:26 to go. That's a lot of time in basketball, but it's pretty clear what's going on. One of the two, and they'll get possession on halfway. Second unsportsmanlike foul from the Australian team. Ness was the other. Pratt. Just can't keep him quiet. Gets his pass away to Choudhry. Choudhry muscles in a bit closer. Won't go. Ness pulls it down. Must score possession this for the Australian team. GB hustling back on defence. Just too slow to get organised. Ness. Won't be wanting to shoot from there, and they turn it over again. Great Britain. It's all going nicely for them. Choudhry, if this goes. Oh, and it does! Almost spun out, and it dropped. He had a little bit of bad luck. A couple of close shots earlier in the match, so maybe he was due one to drop. That was a 50-50. And 57-45. Great Britain by a dozen. Looking good. Finally. Ness gets one to drop. SAGAR with 18. Pratt 14. We've got a couple on a dozen for Australia in Knowles and Norris, but their hands have been cold the last 5 minutes or so. Don't quite control the rebound, Australia, and it's back with Great Britain. Pratt thinks about it, thinks better of it, and they gather around him. Man open at the free throw line. That was Kyle Marsh. Getting plenty of opportunities to get these points. Still it won't go. But SAGAR tapped the rebound away. They're just chewing up the clock here, and another couple of points. And they're out by a dozen. Not even close, I'm afraid, and they need some three-pointers to go. Time is now on Great Britain's side. Blair. Nope. And every missed shot being cheered by Great Britain fans. SAGAR insisting he was in the act of shooting, and officials are having none of that. He's got half a case, I suppose. It's always worth a try. Timeout at 59:47. See a way out of this for the team in green and gold. It's hard to imagine one, but Ben Ettridge will have to talk one up and see if he can get the players to buy into it and execute. It looks very good for GB, progressing to the semi-finals.
There's no back kick. We've got to get chairs here, and we've got to be out early. Take away that time so that it isn't the second and third pass that's beating us. Okay? Great job getting out, but we're giving them too much time to move it on. All right?
There's the shot of Choudhry that rimmed around and dropped. Pratt has had a wonderful quarter. Top match from him. Close to, if not the best on court. SAGAR will be at the line. He's been good on the board. He's been good those baskets and free throws, and he's got 19 points now. NESS. Australians grateful for that small mercy of him not converting both. 13, the biggest lead of the match. NESS picks up a couple. Can achieve a lot in 5 minutes, but you've got to be in the form to do it. And we haven't seen it in the second half from Australia. They've been significantly outscored. Took the third quarter 23-14, Great Britain. And some very worried faces on this bench. I'd say at half time, when Australia led 31-29, they're going to be in for a tight second half. Well, Great Britain have made sure that hasn't happened. They've just taken control of this match with great defence. They've frustrated Australia into mistakes, turnovers and poor shooting. And they've converted their own opportunities just like that. Just shooting 40% from the field, Australia. Well, that one helps. 47% from Great Britain. They're 9 from 14 with their free throws, and a lot more of those. Australia 4 from 8. So there's part of the story. Left. Great Britain surely can nurse it home from here. A couple more baskets, all they need. Put the issue to bed. Soak up some time while they do it. Choudhry, yes. He's got half a dozen now. They've had so many solid players, Great Britain. They'll be struggling to pick out someone who's had a poor game. Really been up for a team performance. Oh, that's come off the head. I think that might be Australian possession. It is. You won't see that too often. Kyle Marsh wasn't looking at the ball. He was taking care of his man, so off his head. That's fine in another sport. Time on the shot clock. The Australians. Oh, I don't know about that one. That could be another unsportsmanlike foul. That's seriously not okay, and nobody wants to see that. I know the circumstances are pretty desperate for Australia, but Tristan Knowles, that's not his most subtle moment in wheelchair basketball. Just been driven to desperation by the game situation. They've been outplayed in most aspects. Pretty happy looking Great Britain squad at the moment as they lead at 66-51 with a couple of free throws to come and possession as well. Stopping Sagar. That's part of the mission, but I think it's any improvement now is going to be too little too late. Choudhry, a couple of opportunities. Unfortunately, a double miss from Choudhry, but possession is with GB. Three minutes left. 3 and change, to be fair. Pratt. Oh, that was a pretty good D from McShane. Put the pressure on the shot. Well, you can't be missing those close-in attempts. It's a pretty good look at a layup. So Russell missing there. Pratt goes to the floor. So no foul out of that. Choudhry given benefit of the defensive rebound. GB by 15, under 3 left. Foul goes against Russell. That's a little better from Choudhry. Missed his last 2, remember, after the unprofessional, unsportsmanlike foul. Well, both really. Well, that should not happen. You've got a 2-on-1 underneath the basket. Pratt gathers in the rebound. He's a quality player. Pratt seems to play above his classification of 3. He is everywhere. He's great nuisance value. There's nothing he can't do. And the Australian campaign grinding to a halt here at the hands of a much better Great Britain team. Choudhry chases down the rebound. Pratt happy to use up a few seconds. And the Australians, well, as they must, I suppose, in this situation, foul early. I hope the free throws miss and they get possession back. But 16 down with 2 1/4 left. I like this camera from the opposite end. Gives you a nice look at the flight. Choudhry down and up again quite quickly. Oh dear, oh dear. What more needs to be said? And the Australians are off their game in pretty much every department since late in the 2nd quarter. They had a pretty useful lead, Australia, early in the 2nd quarter after 15-11 at quarter time. Pushed it out to half a dozen, and then a little comeback from Great Britain meant they only led by 2. So it was 31-29 at half time. Great Britain actually took the 2nd quarter 18-16. Then the game was turned on its head. Great Britain's intensity and defense and their own ability to create scoring opportunities became clearer, more productive. 23-14, they won the 3rd quarter. They led 52-45. And they've increased a 7-point lead to what is now 18. So it's not a huge surprise to me that Great Britain is going to win the match, but the margin is. This is impressive. There'll be some serious examination of the campaign by those men and others after the final whistle in the days and weeks ahead. Where did it all go wrong? Silver medalists in London 4 years ago, and they won't be making an appearance in a medal match. As Pratt just adds a little more to this now embarrassing scoreline for Australia. 71-51, and Pratt with 20 points. And SAGAR with 23. Last minute, not too much point. Australia fouling at this stage, although they do. And the basket counts. No, there's no chat from the Australians. They're well beaten. SAGAR wants to be top scorer in his team, and he will be. He's 26 to Pratt's 20, but not that we make too much of those bragging rights. It's been a wonderful team effort. Now look at the joy on the Great Britain bench. They're all smiles. The job is as good as finished. It was some time ago. The Australians aren't even bothering to challenge the final few seconds here. And the celebration starts early. Great Britain have not just beaten, they have thrashed Australia. 74-51. A staggering scoreline. A thoroughly deserved result. And the Aussies can hang their heads after that performance. All credit to Great Britain. They were better all over the court. And those fans cannot believe the scoreline. They're blinking, looking again, blinking, and seeing that Great Britain has beaten Australia by 23. Through to the semis they go. There are talking points about whether Australia came away with the right team. Controversial omissions. Enough of that. Let's give all credit to Great Britain. 74-51. They win this quarter-final impressively. And it'll be great to see what more they can do as they get to the semi-finals. Great Britain lifted their field goal percentage to 49. Australia's dropped to 38. 7